This is the tragic story of Neil Moss. This incident happened in 1959, involving a young cave explorer in England. Neil Moss was a 20-year-old student at Balliol College, Oxford University, with a keen interest in caving. In the part of exploring Peak Cave, also known as Devil's Earth in Derbyshire, Moss became trapped in a narrow vertical shaft for more than 24 hours. The main challenges were the tightness of the shaft and the lack of space, combined with the complexity of removing the rocks that had fallen around him. Welcome back to Exploring Tragedies. Let's together explore the tragedy of Neil Moss. Now going into the story, it was March 22nd, 1959. Neil Moss, a geology student from Oxford University, went caving with a group of fellow enthusiasts. They were exploring Peak Cave, a well-known and extensive cave system in Derbyshire, England. Moss was an experienced caver, but the section of the cave they were exploring was notorious for its tight passages and complex structure. As Neil was going down, he encountered a narrow passage at about 25 feet below the entrance of the shaft. He decided to push further, descending another 75 feet to reach a total depth of approximately 100 feet. It was at the point that Neil Moss became irretrievably stuck. The narrowness of the shaft, coupled with loose rocks, caused him to become wedged in place. Now he could neither ascend or descend, and his position in the shaft prevented him from moving his body to free himself. As the group advanced, Moss decided to explore a narrow and a vertical shaft that had not been fully mapped. The shaft, later named as Moss Chamber, and was extremely tight and extended downwards. Moss descended using ropes, but he soon became stuck. The exact cause of his entrapment remains unclear, but it is believed that loose rocks and the narrowness of the passage played a critical role. He became wedged in at a depth of about 100 feet, unable to move up or down. Upon realizing that Moss was trapped, the other members of the expedition immediately began to attempt a rescue. They sent messages back to the surface, alerting the Derbyshire Cave Rescue Organization. Rescue teams began to arrive within hours. Rescue efforts began almost immediately. This situation attracted a considerable number of rescuers, including experienced cavers, miners, and local volunteers. The Derbyshire led the efforts. They worked tirelessly to try to free Moss, using various techniques to widen the shaft and provide him with air and nourishment. The conditions were extremely challenging. The shaft was too narrow for rescuers to reach Moss directly. They managed to send down a tube to provide him with oxygen and communicated with him through a series of signals. Unfortunately, the shaft's narrowness combined with loose rocks made it impossible to extract him without risking further collapses. As time went on, the situation became more dangerous. After more than 24 hours of continuous efforts, the rescue team faced a heartbreaking reality. And despite the best efforts to provide him with oxygen, Moss eventually stopped responding. It is believed that he succumbed to suffocation due to the buildup of carbon dioxide and the exhaustion of available oxygen. With Moss no longer responsive and the conditions too hazardous to continue, the decision was made to abandon the rescue. His family, understanding the futility and the danger of further efforts, and requested that his body be left in place. To prevent further accidents and to honor Neil Moss' memory, the shaft was permanently sealed with rocks and concrete. The Neil Moss incident was remembered as one of the most tragic events in the history of British caving. It is highlighted the extreme risks involved in cave exploration and underscored the limitations of rescue operations in such hazardous environments. The tragedy led to a revaluation of safety protocols and rescue strategies within the caving community. In the memory of Neil Moss, Peak Cave and the caving community have since placed a strong emphasis on safety, ensuring that such an incident is less likely to reoccur. The event is often cited in discussions about the importance of proper preparation, risk assessment, and the limits of human capability in the face of natural hazards. The story of Neil Moss is a sobering reminder of the inherent dangers in caving. and his legacy endures as both a cautionary tale and a testament to the courage and dedication of those who risk their lives in the pursuit of exploration. This is the tragic story of Neil Moss. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll connect with you in the next video. Until then, signing off. Thank you for watching.